And all were baptized into Moses in the cloud and in the sea. And all ate the same spiritual food and all drank the same spiritual drink, for they were drinking from a spiritual rock which followed them, and the rock was Christ. And we see that mentioned here in First Corinthians. Nevertheless, with most of them, God was not well pleased, for they were laid low in the wilderness. You see that the people of Israel, they rebelled. They really rebelled. They had this disbelief. We came out of Egypt. We were better off in Egypt. But meanwhile, while they were in Egypt, they were complaining that they wanted to get out. Why? Because they had been enslaved for, a couple of 100 years already. It's like, come on, man. We got to get out of here. But when they got out of there, God did all of these things for him. He opened up all kind of places for him. What ends up happening? They ended up complaining. How often do we do that? God performs miracles in our lives, but we're still complaining about the lack thereof. And that's something that happens. And scripture goes on to say, now these things happen as examples for us, so that we do not crave evil things that they also crave. Do not be idolaters, as some of them were. It is written, the people sat down to eat, drink, and stood up to play. Nor let us act immorally, as some of them did. 23,000 fell in one day. Nor let us try the Lord, as some did and were destroyed by the serpents, nor grumble, as some of them did and were destroyed by the destroyer. Now these things happened to them in an example, and they were written for our instruction, upon whom the ends of the ages have come. Therefore let him who thinks he stands take heed that he does not fall. We're going to end up falling sometimes. We're going to be in that place of mumbling and grumbling, complaining, of hatred, of all kinds of things, idolatry. Right now, what we see going on is a lot of idolatry. This is it's no wonder why God may leave us all to be in the wilderness right now, unless we are following him, unless we are taking heed and taking common sense on a spiritual level to say, you know what? I'm following God. I'm not going to be out here trying to do what everybody else has done just to be politically correct. Hebrews 3:7 through 19 talks